It's very clear that the Africa region has seen an increase in the impact, in the intensity and the frequency of risks over the past 5-10 years.
This forum is specifically on risk assessment, which is one of the elements of disaster risk management.
It's the only meeting I know that brings together the real commanding heights of technology, risk finance and public policy together in one place, not just to talk about theory, but to actually see in practice how tools and techniques are being applied on the ground around the world.
I think this conference can be useful in helping people inform what they're doing in their environment through all the different examples that we've been presented to people. I think people will be able to pick up two major things. First, I think, is the methodology, the way in which people have approached assessing risk. The second element will be able to pick up practical things that they can do, practical measures that can be taken to help them respond to the risk environments that they exist in.
I work in the Islamic region, being able to see a case study from Latin America to maybe use and learn from it and apply it in the Islamic region is just huge.
The whole conference is about innovation. We bring here in the same room people from completely different walks of life.
We see a lot of open source projects such as OpenQuake or InnoSafe that allow complex modeling to be done, but it's extendable to other places, meaning there's not a huge cost in the initially obtaining the software.
I think it's the application of Earth observation, space technology in monitoring and assessing risk, both in real time and in post-disaster assessment.
If a country wants to better manage its financial and fiscal exposure to disasters, then first identifying and understanding its risk through financial risk assessment would be the place to start.
What we've got to do is actually reverse the paradigm a bit. You know, we always think about sort of disaster risk reduction as coming from the government down, but in fact what's got to happen is we've got to build the grassroots response up.
So we need to try and get partnership with communities. We need to listen to them because there's so many things they know that we do not know.
It's important, therefore, that we tailor the tools and the methodology that we use to the kind of risks that the Africa region faces.
I was quite excited to see that there were a number of initiatives, actually a public-private partnership, looking at earthquake risk within Africa.
I've learned that sharing data is the most important thing because it helps us in lowering the cost.
Ci vediamo al prossimo Understanding Risk.
Gara Luxemburgi UR conference na jege.
Suggestion kita ubidi mana naibli shay Understanding Risk conference.
Katlalibona kana kwetlans bugeng sa kutisiswa to boards Understanding Risk.